Hey, hi guys, this is Satara coming to you live in effect from Planet Earth. So, I'm going to do a short video today and then I'll post it to my YouTube channel for viewer listening. No, for listening, not for viewer listening. And the topic of discussion is self-scrutiny, self-sabotage, and the levels. So, let's see. Anything, anyone that takes you away from the frequency that you know is your greatest rising frequency, you gotta look at it real closely with. And if you know me, you know what that means. And if you don't know, third eye, inner standing, meditation, and growth. Okay, so my words that I use right now that I'm looking at as a part of this self-scrutiny, self-sabotage is chillax, change lanes, and let go. Once again, the words are chillax, change lanes, and let go. The patterns to view your life. So the little pieces are the patterns, the way you view your life. Are you stuck in a wormhole, a whole hole? Are you on a wheel? Are you trapped? Are you blocked? Is your frequency being lowered? So life is the answer. So the life is the answer part is whatever you deem as the answer, okay? It's kind of like nobody can tell you this answer. It's like the answer that you got to figure out yourself. So the best way to manage this stuck or block is the remedies that I came up with is the chillax part. But the other part is this, notice the patterns of self-sabotage or the unhealthy thoughts of self-scrutiny to where it's just like pulsating on you and it's not letting you get it. You're not able to breathe, you're not able to think, those types of thoughts. And it's when you're pushing them down so deep that either you're silent or you're just in your head like, please stop talking and all that. And then you just don't hear anything. You don't question anything. So this is how you know when you start being like in an awe, like an awe thing is like where it's like God or it's like this thing. And I am not saying God in the way that you think. So it's like this type of God where you're just like, it's so much awe of it and you don't even do anything to correct it. You may become confused. You maybe start feeling chaotic. So the thing that I said was this, like the levels of this are the stages. It's bleak and it's still clear. Okay. So it seems like simple and you still clear and you ask a little bit of questions still about it. Okay. And then there's like you're blind in one eye. You're still questioning it. Then it's like fuzzy vision. You can't see it at all. Well, you can see it, but it's going like fuzzy. Then now there's just fuzz. It's like the white screen on the TV. Now there's just a blip on the screen. And now there's a flat line on that very screen. And it happens, sometimes it happens pretty fast and then sometimes it happens pretty slow. So when you become in the disbelief part, that's when you know you're stuck. That's when you know that the healing part of you needs to start happening. So I'm going to say this. The way to take care of this is you need to chillax. Okay. You need to change the lanes, and then you need to lease it. Just lease it. Just put it down for a little while. You can pick it up later. Excuse me. So, worthiness, love, and joy. There goes the judging. Who does this? This is the part where you're judging yourself. There goes the self-hate, self-loathing, the shame, and the guilt. Give yourself permission to experience some of those if you're having them, but know that you are the one who's going to bring it all back around to yourself, to self-joy or inner standing, self-love, and inner inclusion, and putting that all into the wholeness of who you are. So, most encouraging words of the day is to chillax, okay? Change lanes if you need to. And I'm saying change lanes in the direction of the slower lane, not the faster lane, the slower lane, and then the leasing lane where you let go, you get off of that freeway completely or off of that section completely, and you just love yourself. And do yourself a bit of great favor and be in the area where you're giving yourself so much attention, so much care that no one can intervene on it. No one can interrupt it. No one can say anything about it. Okay? So anything, anyone, any situation that's not at your frequency and you know it's lowering your frequency, this is what I'm talking about right now. So life experience, those things all happen. And if you just know a little bit about what I just said, you probably experienced some of these things already. So remember how worthy you are. Remember that you have love, self-love. Remember that you have joy. Remember that you have laughter. Remember that there's people in your circle who root for you and want you to do your best. And they just accept that is who you are. Thank you to a couple of people who, in my life, that just, and I'm not saying a couple, but I'm just saying a few. A few people where I just presented myself and they accepted it. I'm shouting out to them and thanking them so much. Because there's people I know and there's people that I know that I gravitate to and they gravitate to me because we're on that frequency. We're in that frequency area. We may not be exactly the same, but we're in that frequency where we show worthiness, we show self-love to ourselves, and we're joyful in that or happy in that, and just being vibrant in life. There's people that automatically have this as their thing. And I'm not saying nothing to the naysayers or the people that, you wake up and you ain't got that joy. It's not like I haven't woken up and not had joy, but I'm pretty consistent about being happy. That's my thing. That's my journey. I'm pretty consistent with that because that's who I am. That's the very understanding of who I am. That is the love of who I am. So, not gonna change it. Well, I am gonna change it. I'm going to improve it. The better version. I like that. So, this is Satara. May you have a great one. Book a session. Sessions are back. And the sessions have to do with self-love. And right now, I have some very intricate ones that zero in on these types of issues. But I have some ones that just take you back to the old school and look at your foundation and how to just make a better foundation in who you are. And those ones are, because it's Halloween coming up, I am seriously thinking about making them $88 because the donation price for those is $88. So you're talking to somebody who, if you follow all my other things, like if you follow me on Instagram, you follow me on Facebook, if you had a session, you know that $88, that's a real great price. Because what you're going to get in return is something from within yourself that's already there. Something that's a gem in, just buried. Okay? So follow me on Facebook at Wind, Wind, Yarbrough, if you want. Hit me up on there. Hit me up on Instagram at Self-Love Mastery. True Supreme 99 on Instagram. Hit me up. Get a session. Love your life. And just Pretend like you only have one of those. Like you're only gonna get this one shot. Just pretend like that's it. So as I always say, enjoy your sun, your moon, and your stars, because you are these. And don't let anybody rain on your